So I'm here in Antigua in the Caribbean. It's a fairly small island. It's smaller than the Isle of Wight, but it has got a few hills, and today I'm off to climb the highest one of them. My Lonely Planet guide says that the hill is called Boggy Peak, but when we arrived here and started looking at some local maps, we see that the Lonely Planet guide, which was dated 2002, 2003, something like that, is out of date because they've renamed the hill to Obama Hill. It's not a big one, it's not tall, it's 1,319 feet, which is less than 400 meters, so it's hardly the Himalayas as I was climbing in Nepal. Having said that, it's substantially hotter than in Nepal, and the strength of the sun is quite something. So heading off early to go and climb the hill, see how that goes. So in Antigua, the airport is at the north of the island. To the east is the Atlantic Ocean, which is quite rough and all quite ragged and rocks and everything around that side of the island. The Caribbean Sea, with its gorgeous blue, warm, calmer waters, surrounds it to the south and to the west of the island. And that's where most of the people live. And there are regular buses that ply routes along these sort of areas here, so you can't get a bus out to the east coast, for instance. From Jolly Harbour through to St John's, you can get another number 20 bus that will take you about 15-20 minutes. All of the buses are quite easy to recognise because their registration starts BUS, so you can see them. They're mini buses, they call them buses, but they're really mini buses. So you can see them when they're coming towards you. You can tell whether it's a bus or not by looking at the registration. All the taxis are TX. There is a number 22 that plies this route, the way I'm walking at the moment, south towards Obama Hill, but they seem to be less frequent. The number 20s to St John's, really frequent, loads of them going all the time. So I've set off walking. It's about 4 or 5 miles there. We'll see. The buses beep as they go past to see if you want a lift, but none of them have beeped at me so far. There's 2 or 3 gone past. I think they can see me hiking and left me alone. So bit of a trek to get to the start of the hill. This is Darkwood Beach. It's supposed to be one of the best beaches on the island. From what I can see, actually I think Jolly Harbour, where we are, is still the better beach. The big difference here is that it has got a big inflatable play area, so I might have to come and let the kids have a go on that. But otherwise, I actually prefer our beach. Not sure if you can see, but right out there is St Kitts. It's about 30 miles away, about 50 kilometres judging by the map. Apparently from the top of the hill, when I get there, bearing in mind conditions, depending on conditions, you can see 4 different islands. You can see Guadeloupe, St Kitts and a couple of others I can't remember off the top of my head, so it's going to be interesting to see what I can see when I get there. Okay, no comment on that one. Seen this advertised in Jolly Harbour. It's just a bar, but you know, I was trying to put a novelty spin on things. Some nice restaurants and things out here. Fresh seafood. Nice location, and of course, amazing view across the water. I've been walking for just over an hour, which is fine, not a problem. The only downside to it is, whereas if I'd have got the bus and they would have told me, drop me off at the entrance to the pathway, because I'm walking, I don't know which hill it is or where the beginning of the path is. I know it's not far now. I just stopped and asked the lady. She said it was the 3rd road, but on the left. We'll see. So a few seconds after stopping and chatting to the old lady, a car pulled up and the guy said, "Jump in, man, the old lady's told me to drop you off at the path." It was about 300-400 metres, but this is the path he's just dropped me off at, and that's Boggy Peak, Obama Hill up there. There is no way on earth I would have realised this was the one. So without the guy stopping, without the old lady telling him to stop, I would easily have missed this. But anyway, that's where we're going now. The adventure begins. Apparently there's a cable and wireless building at the top of Boggy Peak, Obama Hill, whatever you want to call it. I don't know whether it's manned all the time, but it obviously needs to be maintained, and consequently there's a road. Not much of a road, but at least it's not steps like in Nepal. It's hot though, very hot. Caution sign. Unfortunately I'm stuck in 2-leg drive. Slowly climb the hill. Serious gradient now. That's going up fairly steeply. It's a good job that a lot of this path is shaded, because it's 9:30 in the morning now, but that sun is merciless. It's beating down. So if this was in the open, it'd be hard. As it is, it's really easy. Okay, getting there. Not too far to go. Just got to climb up to it. You can't even get to the top. The road, the very steep road, ends here. Oh look, there's a path. Where does this go? The top. You can see out across the island. In the Lonely Planet, it did say about going round the top of the building, so I guess it's along this goat path. May as well do it. Now, this path is very narrow and somewhat unstable, and I really don't want to end up going down there. Also, these bushes are very dry. Ow! And they hurt. Ow! Wow, look at that. There's a reef out along there. That's the road I walked along. In fact, there's the path I came along, and that's the path I've got to walk back to get the bus once I've walked around. And that over there is Jolly Harbour, where I walked from. That's about 5 miles away if you follow the road round. But I can actually see our beach from here. And you can't get all the way round at all. It just ends. So, apart from coming here to walk uphill for an hour, not a lot else to see. Now I'm going to battle my way back through these sharp bushes and all the way back down to the road. Hey, hello. So, hitched a ride back to the road on a truck. Hey. That truck trip saved me a 10-minute walk down that path. While it was a nice gesture of them, I was pretty much cramped in the back, and I'd run down from the hill, so my legs suddenly cramped up, so it was actually really uncomfortable, but it was a really nice gesture. Now I've just got to get the bus back.